So how can I help you, Hide? What are you looking for today?
I'd like to have a free conversation on just get to know our each background, or maybe you have lots of. I read your bio, and you have lots of the background in Europe, and
Yep.
so I've never been to Europe and any countries. I've only been to Philippines to study English last year.
Okay.
Um, yes.
So why do you want to learn English?
Um, First of all, my job is a currently freelance designer. So it's been almost 6 years since I became a freelancer after quitting my previous design company, and I started feeling I wanted to belong to folding design company and as a designer
Yep.
and expand my horizons. Even though there's limitation like work wise, like there's like maybe if I try, there are lots of something like hard. I'm struggling, but yeah, I just wanna what is like working foreign country.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yes, so that's what my first reason, and I started learning 3 years ago, and I
Okay.
went to Philippines, and just like, before the pandemic happened,
Right.
so
Yeah.
I was supposed to travel another country after coming back to Japan, but it can't. So I was stuck. I'm just living my
Mm.
life and doing my freelance work. So far, um, it's okay. Learning itself is fun.
Yeah, that's true. So is Japan open for you to travel now? Can you leave Japan
Uh,
to go travel
Maybe
wherever you want to
technically it's
go?
possible, but
Mm.
I'm just have um got married last month, and
Ah, okay.
I'm planning to another like journey, like having my own child, hopefully, or something like that. So maybe this thing is
Yeah.
like constantly changing. Um,
Yes.
so what? How's your? Where are you like living right now?
Well, I'm living with my brother
Huh.
in England.
Hmm.
Right now I'm with my mum in Finland. I'm staying
Hmm.
with her for a month just to visit.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I'm sort of not fixed anywhere, um,
Hmm.
which I quite like. I like to
Hmm.
be able to travel and work at,
Hmm.
um, but yeah, I'm not married and I don't have a child, hopefully
Hmm.
soon. So I still have my freedom to do what I want, I suppose.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah. So can I ask why? What? How come you have very various background and go the visited a land like lots of European countries and grew up. So what happened?
yeah,
Because your parents mind?
yes. I
Okay.
was lucky to have parents who, well, I'm not lucky. I mean, parents who had a job where they moved around Europe. But
Mm,
my parents are English, but they only met in France and they
mm,
lived in France
mm,
and I was born in France. So it was their jobs that
mm.
made them move around. So that's why I've never lived in England until now. So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, sounds fun.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like your mother tongue is English, right?
Yeah.
So your accents comes from the only parents, but you can also
Yeah.
speak French or some Dutch or something.
I speak English, French, Italian, and Spanish,
Mm,
and a little bit of Finnish, but only
mm,
a little because it's a very difficult language.
mm,
Very difficult.
mhm.
Yeah.
So how is like what is like the I'm it's like your means to like your way to living like teaching English and living in different countries is beyond my imagination. So how was that? It's really sounds free or
Well, because I grew up in different countries,
mm,
I learnt to speak them from a young age.
mm,
But then I went back to the same countries and I could already speak the language. So it was easier, but yeah, you need a lot of what's the word? You need to be confident
mm,
to move to a different country
mm,
because you need to have the commitment to learn the language if you want to live there because you have to
mm,
survive
mm.
as well. You can't just
Uh,
live,
even in
you know.
even inside Europe, I've never immersed in that kind of geographic circumstances. Like I'm in Japan, and Japan has all Japanese speak Japanese, and there
Mm,
is no country like lots of people who can speak Japanese. Like so,
yeah.
so can you technically move around through the European countries right now
Yeah, you can.
without
Now
yeah.
it's more open.
Mm, but
It's
still, like
do
you
you mean
need
with the pandemic? Do you
okay,
mean?
or like even before or like
Oh,
both.
okay. Yes, it's different for you because
Mm,
you are not from Europe.
mm,
But if you are European, you can go anywhere you want in
mm,
Europe. For you can live wherever you want.
okay.
You can be Italian from Italy, and you can decide to live in Sweden or
Mm,
Germany or Spain. You can decide where you want to live, and yeah, it's very good. But for Japanese people, I'm not sure. You might maybe you need a visa
yes.
to work in Europe.
So
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the Brexit. Like after Brexit, what happens for maybe is your nationality is French or
I'm British.
British?
Yeah.
So
So
for
now, yeah.
British people can do the same thing before Brexit.
No.
Okay.
Now no. I'm very sad about it
Yeah.
because now I can only go to Europe for 3 months and then I
Mm,
have to go back to the UK.
okay.
Yeah. So now it's like I am from outside of Europe now because we're not
Mm,
in Europe. So yeah, it's a
okay.
shame.
It's a shame. Okay, but
It is a shame.
so how do you feel about like is there any generation gaps that result of Brexit? Like younger people regret or something, or older people is some satisfied or
Well, I think it's not so much about the generational
mm.
differences. I mean, there is definitely a
What's
generational
the
difference.
most gap
So, so I
comes
mean, the
from?
older people wanted to leave Europe, and
Okay.
then the younger people wanted to stay in Europe. But
Mm,
then there's a difference with, I don't know, I don't want to sound rude, but some people don't know why they voted to leave, and some people don't know why. There wasn't enough information about it, about Brexit. So it was, yeah, it's a little random how people thought about Brexit. Yeah, it's not just generational.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far, like in England, how is like pandemic situation right now?
It's very bad.
Mm-hmm.
There are, I think, in 24 hours, 36,000 cases.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it's been this bad since the summer as well. So it's just always bad. But there are no restrictions. So you can meet who you want. You can go where you want. You don't have to wear a mask anymore. So everybody, of course, is living a normal life again. But in hospitals, you know, there's not enough space in the hospitals. There's too many sick people coming in. So the situation is very bad, but there are no restrictions. So, yeah.
Actually, vaccination rate between Europe and Japan is not so far. We reached almost over 70%. Some people even much more than Japan, but Japan has all nowadays it's getting like better.
I thought it was like 75% in Japan or 76. Yeah.
We have only totally 100 positive case daily, and in Tokyo we have just 6 people. So no one can explain the situation differences. Someone says we already have a kind of habit of wearing a facial mask even before pandemic, but it's if it's only the difference, it sounds very scary things.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, but I know that Japan soon is going to open to tourists again. So are you worried about that? About if the situation will get worse?
Yeah, kind of, because the most my fear is the people are really getting skeptical about a government judgment, the decision. It's not only the situation itself. Skepticism among the people is much more scary than I worried. After that, once the people think that kind of way, it's getting very difficult for a government to decide something new. Like even getting like even the good things, some people like deny. So
yeah, scary, very scary. We have only 10 seconds left. Well, it was lovely to meet you, Hide.
Yes, I'd see
And
you again.
see you again soon.